Hi, I'm Juan Miguel Moya.
My name is Ana María Muñoz Ríos.
My name is Carol Diana Bravo Perdomo, and we are students from 11th level of ILEUSCO.
Well, in this video, we are going to talk about some information and news from ILEUSCO Institute, general things like the history and the mission and vision, and other specific things like the courses and the benefits of the courses.
We will also conducting several interviews with the administrative and teachers staff of the institute.
And remember that this video is made for educational purposes, so go ahead.
Hey, do you know everything about ILEUSCO?
Foreign Language Institute of Surcolombiana University, ILEUSCO, has its roots in 1995 graduation project carried out by the first graduates of the modern language programs. However, its formal creation took place years later in 2001. Professors Nidia Guzmán Durán, Isabel Vanegas Rubio, and Luis Guillermo Moreno revised, updated, and managed the project through all university bodies. Finally, ILEUSCO was approved and created by agreement of 015 of the University Superior Council on April 4, 2006. Today, ILEUSCO is a key entity attached to the Faculty of Education responsible for organization, designing, and developing programs relating to foreign language teaching for the entire southern Colombian region. The mission of the Institute is promote the teaching and learning of foreign languages to order respond to the demand of integral human development of the Willa community, providing international exchange of cultures, knowledge, technology, and regional products. It also fosters research into issues related to the learning and teaching methods of other languages, with the course offered to the general community. Vision by the year 2022 through the teaching of modern languages, use of technologies, and virtual education. ILEUSCO will become the leading center in Southern Colombia in the dissemination and promotion of the teaching and learning of the languages needed for human, technological, scientific, economic development of the Southern Colombia region, seeking regional and national integration through sustainable development and universal fraternity.
Hi, today we are with Dr. Carlos Muñoz, the coordinator of Instituto de Lenguas Extranjeras de la Universidad Surcolombiana ILEUSCO. Hi, Carlos, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine. The first question is, how has the Language Institute influenced the student population and the wider community of NEIBA?
Okay, so I would say that the Language Institute has impacted positively the wider community of NEIBA because we give access to affordable courses to a wide populations of students, a wide population of students, and we offer through our courses cultural, technological exchange, and then they strengthen their communicative competence by joining our courses and having a very well prepared teaching staff and an administrative group that is going to always strive for the best.
Okay. The second one is, to what extent do the English courses offered help students prepare for international proficiency exams such as IELTS or TOEFL?
Well, our students, if they take the 11 levels of the English course, they go through some benchmark courses that are in the 4th, 8th, and 11th levels. And these benchmark courses usually require students to take some examinations, and these examinations are sometimes allied with proficiency with standardized English proficiency exams. So apart from that, we can also offer courses aligned specifically to prepare students to take standardized international examinations.
The last one is how is the Language Institute connected to the university and more specifically to the Faculty of Education's English Language Teacher Education Program?
Well, the Institute is quite connected to the Faculty of Education, and we are part of it. And also, the coordinator of the Institute is usually a full-time professor of the English language program. We are quite connected because we offer courses based on some key pillars. Some of them include updated methodologies with strong theoretical support. We have innovative and effective instructional processes, learning materials and technologies with clear objectives, especially pedagogical objectives. We offer continuous professional development to teachers and administrative staff. And we have meaningful, results-oriented assessment strategies that promote ongoing improvement. So we are a very important part of what community outreach is in terms of what it works at the university.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, and now I will be interviewing Sanila, who is the language assistant at ILEUSCO.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for. Okay, the first question is what motivated you to do your internship at English institutions?
So currently I am doing my bachelor's in Spanish and Latin American studies. I want to be a Spanish teacher in the future, and obviously I am studying the Latin American culture as well. So this was to get more of a practical experience. So I'm in Colombia, so I'm going to learn a bit more about the culture in Colombia, the way people speak.
The second question is how do you usually support teachers during their classes?
So I usually support the teachers by helping students with their speaking and pronunciation activities, as well as group work and explaining vocabulary or grammar when needed. I also create a more interactive environment by encouraging students to speak and use their English in the classroom.
That is so good. Now, I would like to know how has this internship helped you improve your teaching and language skills?
So it has helped me in many ways, like I'm working with students of different English levels, and it has taught me to adapt my explanations, use clear pronunciation, and find creative ways to keep everyone engaged.
Now, Sanila, the last question is, what challenges have you faced while adapting to new environment? How did you overcome them?
So at first it was really challenging to adapt to a new country, culture, and the way the university actually worked. So the way classrooms were organized and the communication style was a bit different than what I am used to. So I overcome this by keeping an open mind, asking questions to my colleagues, and doing some research online as well, just to keep myself informed.
That sounds good. Thank you, Sanila. That's all.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'm here with Jesus Osorio, the academic advisor at ILEUSCO. Hi, Jesus.
Hi, Ana Maria. How are you?
Fine.
Okay.
The first question is how qualified are the teachers working at the institute?
I would say our teachers at ILEUSCO are highly qualified. Most of them hold a bachelor's degree teaching English as a foreign language, and a huge percentage as well of them, they have a master's degree. They got master's degree studies, so our teachers, they got a really strong professional path to teach English, to use current and flexible methodologies to teach English in the best way possible.
Okay. The second one is how is student progress evaluated?
At ILEUSCO, we focus on the communicative approach, but even keeping that in mind, we focus on formative and summative assessment. Our teachers, they really focus on the process, what the students do, how the students do it in every single class with every single content and activity, but it's highly needed as well, the summative component. So we focus on some evaluations to measure how the students are going through the different contents. That's part of the assessment criteria. We have to promote our students to the next level.
Okay. The last one is what academic and professional benefits do students get at the end of the program?
Well, at the end of the program, that means that our students finished already the whole English path, the whole 11 levels. That's the English course at ILEUSCO. At the end of this course, they get a diploma. The diploma shows everybody that they went through around 770 hours of teaching, of learning English, this which is the second language we are teaching them. With this amount of hours at the end of this learning path, they are supposed to get a B2 level of English according to the Common European Framework of Reference, and that level will let them to apply to any job they want. So for the professional field, if they are applying for a job, if they are applying for a university, that level, and as well that they did the course at ILEUSCO, that will let them go with more opportunities at the end of, as I told you before, applying for a job or at any university.
Okay, Jesus, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Now I am with Paula, who is a teacher here at ILEUSCO. Hello, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. The first question is, can you tell me how is a class at ILEUSCO?
Well, a class in ILEUSCO is very dynamic and interactive. Students are encouraged to speak, share ideas, and use English in real-life situations. Lessons usually includes warm-up activities, games, pair group work, and discussions that help students develop their communication skills. And teachers always try to be creative, to make learning creative, fun, and meaningful.
Okay, that sounds great. Now the next question, teacher, is can you tell me an experience that you remember with the students from ILEUSCO?
Sure. One experience that I remember was during the show and tell activity. It's an activity that I did 2 weeks ago. Students brought objects from home and they told stories and described the objects using the grammar we were learning in class. And it was a fun activity because they brought guitars, the things that they liked. And it was fun. They spoke, they talked, and they show that they are gaining confidence, which makes me very proud of.
Yes. Now, teacher, the last question is, in what ways has the Institute contributed to the educational and cultural development of the area?
ILEUSCO has contributed by providing quality English education that opens new opportunities for the students. The Institute promotes also activities like the Christmas talent show, international exchanges, and community participation that help students to connect with the global awareness. And this helps students to be ready for the world and to face new challenges.
Okay, teacher, thank you. That's all.
Okay.
Hi, I'm here with Juan, who is the social communicator and journalist of ILEUSCO. Hi, Juan.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Fine. Okay, the first question is, how do you promote the program to reach more students?
Ok, pues mira, nosotros promovemos nuestros cursos a través de las diferentes plataformas, redes sociales que nosotros manejamos. Actualmente tenemos Instagram, Facebook y TikTok, y por ahí estamos siempre con un mes de anterioridad a las convocatorias. Al inicio de las convocatorias estamos lanzando la publicidad de nuestros cursos, hablando sobre las cohortes, hablando sobre la información de facturación, el inicio de clases, bueno, todo lo relacionado con el tema de los cursos. Siempre tratamos a través de imágenes, a través de videos, digamos, llegar a más audiencias, también obviamente no solamente de forma pues por redes sociales, sino que también lo hacemos directamente cuando la gente va a la oficina, pues digamos, a hablar con nosotros o a preguntarnos por nuestros cursos. Y también estamos asistiendo a diferentes ferias donde pues la Universidad Surcolombiana tiene algún tipo de incidencia, y pues nosotros hacemos parte de estas ferias, y pues hoy ahí ofrecemos los cursos de inglés que el ILEUSCO tiene actualmente.
Okay. Okay, well, the information is fully about when the next registration period opens and what courses can be offered.
Perfecto, pues nosotros habilitaremos las plataformas para nuestras próximas inscripciones del 2 al 6 de diciembre de 2025. En esta oportunidad vamos a habilitar nuestros niveles para niños que van de 8 a 10 años, pero el curso como tal se habilita de inscripción para un primer nivel de 8 a 9 años, curso de jóvenes que van desde los 11 años, que son cursos los sábados, y los cursos de jóvenes adultos, que son para mayores de 15 años, que se van a brindar de lunes a viernes. En el caso de los cursos de los jóvenes y de los jóvenes adultos, no manejamos una edad máxima para ingresar. Cualquier persona que desea y que ya tenga esta edad mínima, que son 15 u 11 años, puede ingresar a nuestros cursos sin ningún problema.
Okay, well, we will attend about that information. Now, the last question is, what will you say to someone who's still unsure about joining?
Son muchos factores. Uno de ellos precisamente es que gran parte de nuestro equipo, tanto administrativo como docente, cuenta con educación posgradual. Otro de nuestros factores es que contamos con diferentes plataformas que facilitan que el estudiante pueda adquirir diferentes conocimientos, y tanto sus padres como sus acudientes puedan estar al tanto de las diferentes dinámicas del estudiante en el instituto.
Join ILEUSCO, be part of the Foreign Language Institute at Universidad Surcolombiana. Here you'll find dynamic classes, great teachers, and a fun environment full of culture and learning. Improve your English and open the door to new academic and professional opportunities.
And don't forget important day to be part of ILEUSCO, the place where language connects you to the world.
Thanks! Our conclusion is the educational video about the ILEUSCO English Institute located in Neiva is a useful and inspiring resource that shows the great work this institution does in teaching English and helping students grow personally and academically. The video shows the quality, dedication, and kindness that make ILEUSCO a special place to learn. Studying English here is not only about learning a language, but also gaining confidence and new opportunities for the future. The video also talks about the academic programs that ILEUSCO offers. These programs are designed for students at all levels, from beginners to advanced learners. The Institute uses modern methods that focus on communication, technology, and real-life practice to help students speak, listen, read, and write English better. It also announced that registration will be open from December 2 to December 4 of 2025, giving everyone the chance to join this great learning community. In addition, the video highlights the main values of ILEUSCO: effort, responsibility, respect, and motivation. These values are part of every class and activity, helping students feel supported and encouraged to reach their goals. In conclusion, this video shows that ILEUSCO is more than just an English school. It is a place that opens doors to new opportunities and helps students prepare for a successful future in today's global world. Finally, the ILEUSCO English Institute invites everyone who wants to improve their English and grow personally and professionally to register during the period from December 2 to December 4 of 2025. Joining ILEUSCO means taking the first step toward a brighter future full of possibilities.